Hello. Wow. Wow. It's so good to be here. Let me start by thanking Charlie and Alta for this amazing opportunity. My name is Graça Samu, as I was introduced, all the way from Mozambique. I'm a mother of two, married, and I'm a neo-life passionate distributor. I've been here for a couple of years. It is so much powerful for me to be here and sharing this panel with these two amazing leaders that have been really having an opportunity to meet through Eagle team functions, and that in this journey, we have been learning a lot through each one of them. So thank you for being here and sharing this panel. And the first thing that I'm going to ask you is to introduce yourself and say why you are here.
Thank you, Gracia. Good evening, Eagles. I'm so happy to be standing here. I always feel at home being amongst Eagles family, so I'm so happy to be here. My name is Bingi Nyakwela from Tanzania. I'm a mother of two. I'm second generation in Neolife. My parents joined the business when we were living our lowest lives, but the business has changed our lives, and we've been benefited a lot. But we've managed to change other people's lives as well. So I'm so happy to see the number of people that are here, especially from different countries. We get to meet, we get to learn from each other, and we are here this weekend to learn from you. Thank you.
Hello, good evening, family. I'm so excited to be here. It's been a long while. And my name is Kelechi Oku. And Eagle team is home. Charlie and Alta, they are the pillars that God have used to strengthen us in this business. And so anything that has to do with them, to me, is priority. For us to be here today, it's a story that we will share maybe in the course of the meeting, because it was really a miracle for us to be here. I'm here with my son, and we've been in the business for a total of 25 years. 15 years we were on pause. And so we built the business for 9 years, became 5 Diamond directors after 7 years, maintained fully for 2 years, went on a break for 15 years, received residual income for 15 years, came back beginning of last year, this is the second year, and met our business at 4 Ruby, and we're so excited and blessed to be here today. We've come to learn, and I hope you are going to, each and every one of you are going to teach us. Thank you.
Do you see how powerful is my panel? We came to talk about dreams. And we are here because there was a dream starting from Jerry Brasfield, but really grasped by Alta and Charlie. And we are here because we are sharing that dream. These panelists to talk about dreams, and when we hear them sharing their story, it's because that dream is an alive dream. So I want to ask Binti to tell us and share with us what is the importance of having a dream and setting up goals.
Thank you. So most of us, if not all of us, are here because we have a dream. It can be a different dream, maybe a financial dream, wanting to change your life or lives of others. So a dream sort of gives you a direction. It's your why. And a dream, we say a dream is a goal with a deadline. So you have to set a dream to know your direction, to know where you're going, to know what you want to achieve. And you break it down, you have your goals, you break down your goals, you have short-term goals, mid-term goals, long-term goals. And I know Charlie and Alta always teach us to have SMART goals. So SMART goals, S stands for specific, M for measurable, A for achievable, R for realistic, and T for time. They have to be time-based. So whatever your goal is, whatever your dream is, you have to break it down. And your dream will make you work. Personally, the reason why my parents succeeded in the business, as I say, they joined when we were at the lowest of our lives. But growing up, our parents had very big dream for taking us to a school outside the country to have better education. And I remember very well growing up, they could not afford to take us to local schools. But they kept telling themselves one day they are going to take us to better schools. And this opportunity came because when you dream, you have a big dream. They say you have to have a big dream that even it wakes you up at night, yeah? And God will bless your dream if you believe in it. I look at my story, my family's story. My parents managed to take the three of us to good schools because they had a dream. And with this business, they managed to set goals, the goals that help them achieve their dream. Thank you.
Yeah. I want to go from what you have shared, from your story and your family story. And from what we heard from Kelechi, 25 years, I remember that I met Kelechi first time in this hall few years ago. And again, when we were celebrating 50 years of the company in England, and it's where I really had a chance to say, yeah, I want to be Kelechi. And still want. I'm sure that, Kelechi, you have been passing a dream to other people. And I'm sure that has been part of the reason why you're still here. You took a break for whatever reason, and here you are, and you still inspire. When you were saying your name, again, people were clapping. That has a meaning. How are you doing this exercise of sharing this dream?
Okay. Like my sister said, we are here because someone had a dream, and then a couple got that dream, and it has passed down to each and every one of us. And she's asking, how do you help other people to have a dream? Like I said, I've come to learn. I'm just new. I'm in nursery school now. Okay, but one thing I know is that I have my dreams, and they're very, very clear to me. And what I do is that I talk about my dreams. I do not feel threatened to talk about them. I share my authentic dreams, and I go about working them out. And people who watch me live my dreams get inspired to live their own dreams. And so I think the best way to inspire people is to be that yourself. Be the message. Be the example. And so people are going to see you live what you have professed, and they will say, me too. If you can do it, I can do it. I think that's the best way that I can describe what we do. Thank you.
Do you have a dream? The Emmanuel band always sing with us, I have a dream. So I want to hear you when they call that song to really sing with them. And for us, when we have a dream, there is always something that will distract us. And we need to call ourselves back on track to be connected with that dream. And that is what we call self-talk. I want you, Binti, being able to share with us, how do you use that self-talk? Or what for you is a self-talk, and how that can help people to be there, connected with their dream?
Thank you. I think my sister Nelly put it very well. Self-talk is what motivates you. It's what keeps you going. It gives you courage. It gives you confidence. So it depends on what you tell yourself. I think it's Henry Ford said, if you say you can or you cannot, either way you're right. Yeah? So whatever you tell yourself is going to manifest. Whatever you tell yourself, they say, if you start with I, your subconscious mind supports whatever follows. So why say something negative? We might as well say something positive. Nelly said she records herself. She listens to her self-talk. You tell yourself what you want to achieve. I'm powerful. I'm strong. Whoever I talk to joins. I'm going to qualify this month. I'm going to help somebody start the business. I'm going to help somebody step up. So you motivate yourself, and you keep saying that. You notice these things start to manifest. So self-talk keeps you motivated. Thank you.
I used to hear people saying, how come Charlie, after so long times, and Alta still, working with the same passion? And I realized from what you answered, it's because of a dream. So I want to use that to go back to my loved Kelechi and say, with what you shared with us, with your story, having been here at the top, and stay and then go out. One thing that happened with many people who start this business, and for some reason they will stop or they will fall apart, they feel bad about coming back. They feel shy, they feel insecure, and they feel ashamed somehow. And you are here, so much confident, with so much to learn and share and teach. How do you use the self-talk to help you move the way you are moving and continuing to inspire us?
Thank you, my sister. When it comes to coming back, if you are here and you are building the business, I love what my sister Huseda from the last panel, when she couldn't maintain, she spoke herself into coming back. The energy you use to come back is as much as the energy you need to start this business. And so, like we always say, it takes courage to start this business. It takes courage to continue the business. And it takes courage to come back when you have left off. But one thing that is important is what you tell yourself. It doesn't matter the pin you are wearing today. That pin is not who you are. If you know who you are, a pin or no pin will not touch who you are. When you become a diamond director, what the company says is that you have become. They don't just say you have qualified. They say you became. And so if you have that realization and you understand what it means to become something, when you become, you don't unbecome. And so if you tell yourself, this is who I am, what is happening, my current situation cannot cancel what has happened and who I have become. You have that knowledge, and you know yourself, you have that realization of your identity. Doesn't matter the pin you're wearing. You are going to become whatever you believe and you tell yourself that you are. And so, even if something happens along the way, you are going to, we saw it on the lyrics, you are going to dust yourself. And you are going to get back. And you are going to go back to who you are. Because you already know who you are. And you have a destination. And you keep going back until you reach your destination. So you don't get discouraged along the way. And you don't let anything stand on your way. Nothing should be a distraction. You have a goal. And you're working towards that goal. And you are talking to yourself that, yes, I can. It's very important. Thank God. The word of God says, you shall have what you say, not what somebody else says. Even if we all call you Sapphire, that is what we are saying. But who do you say you are? That is what you will become.
It says, I know who I am. Do you know who you are? Let's say, I know who I am. I know who I am. Dreams come true when we work on them, when we work for them. And that is up to us. It's up to you. This panel is composed by West Africa, East Africa, Southern Africa. It's the whole of Africa, isn't it? Did you see the power that came from this panel? Something that Charlie always tells us, the power of Africa is not in the mines, in the gold, in the oil or gas. It's on the people. And I think what came from this panel, it's really to remind us that our dream must be connected to this land and to the people in this land. So I want to give you to say one final word so that they can pick it and take it home.
Thank you. I believe we have to be our own cheerleaders. So believe in yourself, believe if others have done the business and have succeeded, and we have an amazing support from our uplines, Charlie and Alta. So believe we can do it. Let's believe we can step up. Let's believe one day we can become 5 Diamonds if we help other people succeed. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, one final thing is that one thing that we have seen is that great meetings don't make great destinies. It's great decisions from great meetings. That is what is very important. We have a very long weekend. It doesn't matter how many panels come up here. It doesn't matter what anybody says. What will be important is what decision you take after this weekend function. Remember, Charlie says, we are Africans and we can. If you just believe that, take a decision in line with that, and then this whole weekend we make a very good meaning to your life. God bless you.
Thank you. So, last homework before you sleep tonight. Rewrite your dream. Thank you.